Hey guys, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology. This week is a big one because we are building towards our second full moon in Capricorn, coming in hot Sunday, July 21st, 3:17 a.m. Pacific at 29 degrees of Capricorn. I just pulled all of that out of my head. So, why is this so important? This is so important because, first of all, it's a 29th degree moon, full moon. The 29th degree in astrology is very significant. It's called the anaretic degree. Basically, to simplify it, to put it in terms of understanding, this is a degree that is the most mature, that is the most distinguished, that is the most all-knowing, all-encompassing degree of that sign. So if we're looking at a full moon in Capricorn, a full moon in Capricorn is really going to bring in this urgency of what have I accomplished? What am I successful at? Where am I lacking in those areas? Where do I feel like I haven't accomplished enough? Where do I feel like I haven't quite succeeded yet? Like those things are going to start spinning in our worlds and our minds and our hearts under a full moon in Capricorn. There's this urgency to step into our power as far as our goals and our desires for achievement, looking at our goals and getting right in our mindset on how to achieve those goals. It's a beautiful time, a full moon in Capricorn, to complete projects because a full moon is always about completion. Something has come to its full sort of culmination and we're ready to release it, let go of it, and move on into a new cycle. So really looking at where in my life can I finally complete something big? Can I finally have closure to this accomplishment? And also like what's coming in after this full moon and where do I want to start putting my energy towards? What do I want to start putting my energy towards, right? Anytime we have a full moon, the sun is exactly opposite that full moon. So if the full moon is at the very last degree of Capricorn, the sun is at the very last degree of Cancer. So now we have this dance, this opposition between Cancer and Capricorn. So even though a full moon in Capricorn says, I'm looking at my achievements, practical, logical steps that I take to accomplish what I want, my goals, my work ethic, my things, the things that I take very seriously this lifetime is all going to be up for you. At the same time, we do have that influence of Cancer in the heavens too. We are under a Cancer sun. And so now it becomes the balance. There's a lot of balancing with full moons because it's such an opposition between the luminaries. Now it becomes the balance of who am I internally in my inner world with my family in my home space versus who am I when I step outside into the world, when I go to work? What is my public image? What is the offering, aka your profession, your career, your work, that I am giving to the community, to the collective at large? What is the service that I'm offering? Where do I put my responsible energies and show up in this workspace? Also remembering, Capricorn is such an outward sign, like our worldly achievements, the people we have helped out in the world. Who am I when I leave my house and close the front door behind me? But we're also bringing into balance, who am I when I open the front door and come home at the end of the day? So it's both. It's the outer world of accomplishments and achievements and goals and steadfast energy and climbing the ladder, climbing the mountains of Capricorn, and this very inner introverted emotional wisdom of Cancer coming in. Okay, so how do we incorporate both of those? How do we not go from one extreme to the other? How do we marry them and merge them, the inner and outer worlds, and really honor both of them and hold both of them as sacred, right? That is part of the work of this Capricorn full moon. I want you guys to look and see in your own charts where 29 degrees of Capricorn lands. That particular house is going to be where this full moon is shining so brightly, right? And so the house matters because it's going to tell you what area of life is going to be affected by this full moon. And then that can teach you the best thing to focus on, the best thing to work with during this big old fat Capricorn moon. So 29 degrees of Capricorn, where does that land in your chart? What house? And then, do you have any planets at the 29th degree? Give or take a couple degrees. Especially, do you have any planets at 29 degrees of Capricorn? Any planets at 29 degrees of Cancer? Any planets at 29 degrees of Libra? Any planets at 29 degrees of Aries? Again, give or take, I would say about 5 degrees on either side of that. Or the angles, your rising sign, your midheaven. Are any of those around the 29th degree of Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, or Aries? You guys, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra, are going to feel this full moon very personally, because she's moving through the cardinal signs, right? She will either be on top of something in your chart, opposing something in your chart, or squaring something in your chart. And so there's an activation for you for Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer with this particular full moon. So really get awake, aware, mindful of what's coming in for you. What is building this week? Like I said, she won't be exact until Sunday, hopefully while we're sleeping, unless you have insomnia with the full moon, which so happens. 3:17 a.m. Pacific, Sunday, July 21st. But with a full moon, we can feel the energy building. So we are in this building essence right now. Something is coming to a head. Something is coming up to be looked at, examined, completed, harvested, so that we can finally complete that thing. Again, look to see what house it's in. You'll figure out that thing much easier, so that we can let it go, create some space, and move into some new energy. Okay. Because it's the 29th degree, like I said, it's the 29th degree of any sign. If you have any planets in the 29th degree, it's an anaretic degree. It is the most mature and wise and all-encompassing expression of that particular archetype. So if we have Capricorn doing the high road of Capricorn, the light side of Capricorn, we are ambitious, but we are also very aware of our ambitions internally. We are productive and practical and logical and climbing the ladders of success, while also checking in with our emotional bodies, holding our emotional wisdom, finding strength in not only our accomplishments, our worldly accomplishments, but also finding strength in our private life, our home energetics, our family dynamics, connecting with family, finding peace, cultivating peace within family, having a really solid foundation and knowing of your internal world. That is the high calling of Capricorn. Yes, we are out in the world. We are achieving all these things. We are known for our achievements and how hard we work and how solid and steadfast and strong we are. And we're soft on the inside, and we really hold our emotional wisdom with reverence and sharing that. Okay. So enjoy this full moon in Capricorn, 29 degrees. Let me know how it's showing up for you. I'm curious with this one. All right, you guys, take care.